Hi, my name is Cristian Aguilar and I'm going to present my project for the Proficiency Exam of Technical English 4. So I'm studying electronics and I have to present the timer with the integrated circuit 555. So the elements that we're going to use in the circuit are the integrated circuit 555. We're going to use two capacitors, a ceramic capacitor and electrolytic. This is the ceramic capacitor and this is the electrolytic capacitor, and we're going to use two different resistors. So this one is a resistor. Okay. So here I have the configuration. We're going to use the monostable operation mode of the timer 555. So this square here represents the integral circuit 555, and this one represents a resistor, this one represents a capacitor, and this is the other capacitor. So this capacitor is the ceramic capacitor and it only works as a filter and to give stability to the integrated circuit. And the relation between this capacitor and this resistor is going to give us the time, the pulse time in here in the output of the 555. So to activate the 555, we need a trigger. The trigger, we need a low voltage to activate it. So we're going to use a push button here, and we're going to connect it to ground because we need a low voltage. So the time in the output is given by this formula here. So the formula is the natural logarithm of 3 times the resistor, this resistor here, and this capacitor. Okay, so here I have two examples. We're going to use the same capacitor in the two examples, and we're going to change the resistors. So in the first example we have 4.7 kilo ohms, and in the other example we have 130 kilo ohms resistor. So with this relation, the time of the pulse of the 555 is going to be 0.11 seconds, and in the other example is going to be 3.14 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to show you the circuit. Here this is the voltage source, this is the protoboard. Here I have the integrated circuit 555, the ceramic capacitor, the resistor, this is the 4700 resistor, this is the capacitor, the electrolytic capacitor, the push button, and this one is the LED. So here I have the main switch. Okay. So if we push the push button, we can see that it's a little pulse, it's a little time. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to change the resistor. This one is the 130 kilo ohms, so it's a bigger resistor. We're going to turn it on. We push here. Okay. So as we can see, if we have a bigger resistor, we can have a longer pulse in the output. So the pulse in the output is given by the relation of the capacitor and the resistor. So we try different resistors, but if we try different capacitors, we're going to see the same. If we have a big relation between the resistor and the capacitor, we're going to have a long pulse, and if the relations of the resistor and the capacitor is little, we're going to have a little output. Okay, so this is the project, and that's all.